The 14-1 Lancaster Tigers taking on the 13-2 Cedar Park Timberwolves with a Class 4A Division II state championship on the line here at Cowboys Stadium. Hard to believe that Cedar Park began the season 0-2 with losses to both Westlake and then Abilene Cooper, but they have been rolling on ever since. Here are the highlights. Cedar Park and Lancaster would square off in what would become a defensive struggle, but it did not begin that way. Tigers senior Roderick Needham would field the opening kickoff on his own 20 and race out towards midfield for great starting field position for Lancaster. The Tigers went to the air for a couple of big plays in the opening drive as Nick Harvey was on the receiving end of this DeMarcus Ayers pass. The key play came on 4th and 6 as Harvey hauled in this pass and picked up 18 yards for a first down. That would set up the game's first touchdown on the very next play as quarterback DeMarcus Ayers called his own number, faking the handoff and racing for a 27-yard touchdown. The extra point made it 7-0 Lancaster with 9:36 to play in the opening quarter. Both teams would buckle down on defense after that. Harvey is going nowhere on this end around as Timberwolf defensive back Trevor Sporer was there to make the stop.
I say we have one of the best defenses in this country. I mean, we show up every play. We pursue the ball, we play for each other, and we never quit.
The Tigers managed just 47 yards on 23 carries for the game against the Cedar Park defense. The Tigers made some big stops in the first half as well. Facing 4th and 1 deep in Lancaster territory, Cedar Park's Nathan Harwell was tackled short of the line of scrimmage, and the Tigers took over. But the Black Rain defense was equally as stingy. The Tigers averaged just 2 yards per carry, and quarterback Ayers was held to 25 yards rushing, while their top two backs, Joseph Payton and Roderick Needham, were held to only 34 yards on the ground.
We had to stop him from getting out of the pocket, get some pressure on him, and just execute it.
Black Rain defense was awesome tonight. You know, we gave up that first drive, and then after that, we made some adjustments and tightened everything down. And they played awesome defense. We controlled the line of scrimmage, I thought, on both sides of the ball.
Cedar Park's offense finally got on track in the final minutes of the first half. Led by a strong ground game, Cedar Park managed most of their 84-yard drive on the ground. Senior running back Mikal Wilson had a couple of big runs on the drive. Plus, quarterback Nate Grimm had a 24-yard scamper that got the Timberwolves in scoring position. Cedar Park continued to pound the rock as Wilson picked up some more hard-fought yards. The big play was Grimm's screen pass to Thomas Middleton for 21 more yards inside the Tiger 10. Grimm would call his own number on this play, fighting his way down to the 1-yard line. Now facing 4th and goal with 15 seconds remaining in the second quarter, Ethan Fry scored on a 1-yard touchdown run, and the extra point tied the game at 7 heading into the locker room.
Yep, we just had to keep our defense off the field. When Lancaster had the ball, our defense would get a stop, and we just had to keep them rested, just keep driving the ball.
We've been clicking since weeks past. I mean, we keep moving the ball and we give our defense a break. That's how it goes.
And our guys were wanting to go faster. So our offensive line definitely, for our offense tonight, they were what stood out to me.
The Timberwolves defense continued their swarming pursuit, sacking quarterback DeMarcus Ayers. Cedar Park would catch a break following a botched punt by the Tigers and take over at the Lancaster 6-yard line. The Timberwolves were flagged for a pair of holding penalties, but would manage to get close enough to the end zone on a couple of running plays. And Grimm, who sat out a few plays with a broken right fibula, came back into the contest and helped set up Zach Hancock's 22-yard field goal to open the fourth quarter for a 10-7 lead. Grimm, who tossed 9 of 23 touchdown passes in the postseason and rushed for 824 yards in 2012, proved his toughness by managing the offense while enduring the pain.
A lot of pain, but I had to do this for my family. I love them, and I came back.
He's the heart and soul of our team. I mean, we've done it before without him, but to have that with him, that was awesome.
Unbelievable. He comes back, he's hurt, comes back in the game and toughs it out. And, we expect that out of him, and we got it out of him tonight.
The Timberwolves would get a key play midway through the fourth quarter as Lane Waller intercepted his Ayers pass, and that would set up Cedar Park for a game-clinching touchdown drive. Check out the pass interference. That puts the Timberwolves in good position. Then it's Mikal Wilson scoring with 3:01 to play. Cedar Park took a 17-7 lead with the extra point.
When I saw him running free, I just started cheering in my mind already. It's like, this is it.
That was just all him. You know, finding that touchdown, that was the greatest feeling, knowing that we secured the game.
Mikel's done that for us this year. He's been a great back to bring in the second half. You know, when our offensive line's kind of wearing down the defensive front, We brought him in tonight in a 4-minute situation and kind of ran the clock. He ended up scoring that last one that won the game for us.
We just got one of the greatest crews of running backs around. I'm so proud of each and every one of them. They fought for every yard we got tonight.
Fittingly, the T-Wolf defense had one more play in them as linebacker Peter Manikes sealed the victory by recovering a Tiger fumble with 1:20 to play, which was the third turnover for Lancaster.
They're really solid. They work really hard in practice. They do everything right. They hustle. They pursue the ball, and they just work as a team. They work as a unit, and that's why they're successful.
It's just hard work and dedication. That's just got us here.
It just goes back to practice, working hard. It's been a great year. And defense, you know, I love flying around the ball, and so does everybody else, and that's how we get things done.
Cedar Park wins 17-7.
It feels so good. We've worked so hard, and we definitely deserve it. We worked as a team, and we so deserve it.
It means the world. These coaches and these teammates have deserved it for a while. It's not about the start, it's about the finish, and we finished strong.
Is it not fitting that Cedar Park won a game where they had to overcome injuries, and it took a team commitment to this effort tonight or they wouldn't have won it? There were no stars for Cedar Park. You saw both sides of the team playing together and playing for each other, and that's how they always win football games. Coach Willis did an incredible job, as his staff did, in getting these guys ready.
We just came as one big family, you know, things just started clicking the right way, and we have just so many people. We don't have a letdown when we go to our second strings and our third strings, you know. Those guys come up ready and they can play. As a senior, you know, there can't be any better feeling than going out on top, and, you know, that's what we did tonight. And, you know, what I told the juniors and, you know, and sophomores, I said, y'all need to just keep working because, you know, one ain't good enough. You need to go for that in the second one.
It's so awesome. At the start of the year, we knew we would come out, and we knew we would show up, and we knew we would win state. We knew at the very start of the year.
What's up with the blonde hair? Tell me about that.
Oh, it was a state. We went to state, so we wanted to do something to make us as a team, a unity, and we all agreed to bleach our hair and get a mohawk.
Once again, your final score, Cedar Park 17, Lancaster 7. The T-Wolves earned their first state championship in school history. They are your 4A Division II state champions. Here at Cowboys Stadium, Jeff Power, Max Prep Sports, your leader in online sports coverage.